Hello guys, welcome to this Q&A video. I just tried to record it and I hadn't really thought about my answers, and so it just turned into a massive ass long video, and it was like not very entertaining, and it's like, no, this has to be an entertaining video, so we're gonna give it a second try. Okie dokes. So first question we have on Facebook by Akozel Gabs. Yeah, pronunciation not 100% sure if that's right. Can you make a blaster with materials and tools? Yes, I can. Well, it would depend on what materials and what tools you gave me, and so yeah, that answers. Like, I have made one, or I've made a few in the past. One of them was a wooden stock with a rubber band slingshot. Gee, how did I forget that? Slingshot. Yeah, on the end of it, and then you pulled it back and it had a marble, and it also had a trigger and it shot a marble. And then another one was a pressurized air gun that's using like a soda bottle with a tire valve in the back of it, and then pump up you get air pressure, and then had a copper barrel, and then it blasted out. It was half inch. Was it half inch? Yeah, I think half inch in size, diameter, and it could shoot marbles, screws, whatever you put in it. If you were being real naughty, yeah, you could actually launch some screws out. But yes, so, and then he also asked, he or she, so I don't know what sex that is, Akozel, can you make, most likely a guy, because I don't think there's many girls that watch my YouTube channel. Not sure. But yes, can you make a toy all by yourself but with support and suggestion? Can you make a toy all by yourself but with support and suggestion? Well, with some of them I made, like, I had my dad to help me because, yeah, like, I wasn't very experienced with the tools. Like, had to use a jigsaw for the slingshot one, and that's like well, you can look that up if you don't know what a jigsaw is. It's pretty dangerous, so I did need a bit of support there. And yeah, my dad probably gave me some suggestions too on how to build it. So that's the Facebook cues done. On to YouTube, we got Dental Shark. Yeah. Will you ever want to open another online store? Most likely that will happen. I'm creative, and I was able to make a business selling toy guns, so whether I open Backyard Blasters again sometime, or open a store selling other products, yeah, that could happen. So that's definitely a possibility. Alpha Trooper 12, do you wish that it wasn't the toy Bulldog revolver that has 34 million views? And if so, what vid would you want to have that many views? No, look, that's what happened. It was the toy revolver. I couldn't choose it, but I know that's not your question, but yeah, it was the YouTube algorithm just picked it up. And I think at the time when my channel began, there were very few videos on toy guns aside from Nerf. So I'm pretty sure I was the one I'm pretty sure I pioneered the way for toy guns that weren't just Nerf. There were other channels, but I think I was at least a fairly big part in it. I know I did play a part in it. So, I think that's why it got that many views, and it was because there weren't many videos on toy guns outside of Nerf, and it was luck. I think it was luck in part. It was like it got put in an algorithm. I'm pretty sure. If I had to pick another video, maybe one of my skit videos, like there was a Star Wars one. It was a lightsaber review I did, a review of a Star Wars lightsaber, and it broke in the video. It had a really funny skit at the start, and it actually shows that, and I thought it was pretty good. Or the we came, we memed, we conquered, which has the revolver in it actually by chance, and that was quite funny, and it's got like at least 700,000 views, I'm pretty sure. But that would also be cool, because I always like to be funny or have some entertaining in my videos. I like to be entertaining, so yeah. So next question, Second Greenian Republic ask would you ever consider reopening your store? Perhaps, if there was enough demand, because what happened, I've said this in other videos, or at least one other video, but there was I think the last video I mentioned it. There was so much demand, so many competitors now. There are so many competitors now selling toy guns, and there have been in the past few years. After I'd started, when they saw how much success I was having, well, I presume some of them saw what I noticed, the success I was having. The demand for toy guns, that suddenly they started, there was all these other people selling them, and then Gelbal Blasters came along, and then now most people in Australia are buying Gelbal Blasters, and that was most of my customer base. So, look, if I suddenly got a lot of demand somehow, like a lot of people asking, or yeah, perhaps I probably would reopen it. The Endingo show ask, is there any loopholes when buying toy guns from overseas to Australia? Well, if you're some people say there's like a blacklist at customs, like of addresses that they know where you've bought sketchy stuff. So if you have a record for where they've confiscated your stuff, and they you might assume that, or guess that they may have you have recorded your details, then you could try using a PO box address, because it's an address they haven't seen, and it's a PO box address. It's a lot more anonymous, a bit more, because you still have to give details when signing up for that PO box address. So the only other thing try is to use couriers. It costs you more, but couriers are less likely, in my experience, to get stopped by customs. So couriers, that could be DHL, USPS, get it sent by a direct service. Whereas if it's like a standard service from overseas that ends up with Australia Post, then it's very likely much more likely to get stopped. And those most mail, I'm pretty sure, goes through Sydney in New South Wales, in one of the ports there. It comes in there, and that's the strictest state. I'm in my experience for customs, they're very strict. So if you live in another state and you get it via courier, it should go straight into your state, into the biggest port or import area in your state, and that way you don't go through Sydney. That's happened with me in Cairns. I could get DHL straight to Cairns, and then from Cairns up to where I lived on the tablelands. And so, yeah, that'd be my suggestion, is try it with a direct courier. You could mix your package with other contents. Make it look less like it's just guns, like throw in some ponies, some little teddy bears. No. Metal Mouth asks, would you ever consider opening a store where you sell Gelbal Blasters? Well, I'd just put it under Backyard Blasters. And Gelbal Blasters, well, you see, they're not legal in all states in Australia, and it looks like there's not into the future for Gelbal Blasters. It's very uncertain, because I've seen, like in the past few months, I'm aware that there have been police and government they're definitely trying to get it, what's the word? Yeah, they want to make it not legal. So then it's like, there may not be any states left. And, so, and I can't ship to all states because they're not legal in all states. And then that's difficult when setting up an online store. Or it would be a little difficult. I mean, it wouldn't stop me, but it would be like, how do you have to allow only people in certain states to buy it, and then somehow decline others. So I probably wouldn't do it for that reason too, because I want to sell stuff that everyone can buy within reason. I mean, if there's really strict circumstances, then that's probably just too bad for where you are. But no. So yeah, unless it suddenly became legal in all states of Australia, then I might do it. Maybe. Bra asks, what do you feel like you could have done better for this channel? You don't seem so happy either. Oh, why did I read? I wasn't meant to read that part. Well, I mean, it's on there anyway, but you don't seem so happy either. I really hope you're doing well. Oh, I don't know why I don't seem so happy, but, well. Bra, you should follow up and explain why, because I don't... You don't seem so happy. Tell me what gave it away now, or why you think... No, tell me why you think I don't seem so happy, because yeah, I don't know. I've recently moved, but what do you feel like you could have done better for this channel? I'd say more collaborations, because collaborations, they're a lot of fun, and it helps introduce it helps introduce you guys to other people, and the other channel gets introduced to me. It creates a whole other. It opens up your network and the community. That's the word. You engage more with the broader community on YouTube, and it's like, yeah, that's exciting. So I think I'll do more collaborations. Keanu Finn asks, cap guns, sound guns, or Nerf guns? Definitely out of those three, the only ones there that will project anything would be the Nerf guns. Unless the cap guns project things, but most cap guns are just cap guns. They don't actually discharge. Like, it has to be, if it's a projectile toy, then I'd pick that, because I love stuff that actually can shoot stuff, because then you can modify it, and you usually can modify it, and then you can do target practice. You can shoot like cap guns, sound guns. Nothing comes out the barrel. It's like, oh, that's game. But for filming and props, like, that stuff's great. But yeah, out of those three, I would have to pick the Nerf guns. Now, if you have any suggestions for more videos, if you want another Q&A in the future, or any videos that any video or topics that I can discuss for you guys, please pop them down in the comment section below. And that wraps up this video. See you later, guys.